Good morning. All right, guys. So today is yet another one of our virtual classes. What we're going to be doing today is a little bit less high speed. We're not going to do any new material today. Well, it might be new for some of you guys if you've forgotten. What we're going to do is we're going to do a nice slow review. So I want to go over the 15 angles of the stick. We're going to go over doblete, and then we might go over the drill that we did, I believe it was 2 or 3 weeks ago with the footwork. The reason I want to do that is I've got a couple new drills that I really want to focus on, but it starts to kind of fall apart if the angles start to mesh. So what I mean by that is if our number 1 isn't a real number 1 or our number 5 isn't a good number 5, the angles are going to start to blend together, and what it'll look like is just this hodgepodge of the same angle done over and over again. So what we're going to cover today is a lot of fine-tuning the angles and doblete, so that way when we go into the drills in the next coming week and a half, next 2 weeks, that the angles are really clean, and that way when we get these new drills that they'll look clean because they are clean. All right, so as every Saturday that we do, we're going to start out with a warm-up. We're going to do 100 jumping jacks, 25 push-ups, and we're going to do 100 crunches. All right, have at it. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is if you have 2 sticks, that's great. If you don't have 2 sticks, you can just do the 1. It'll be a little bit easier, though, if you have both sticks. What we're going to focus on right now is we're going to break down the 15 angles of the stick into 3 sets of 5 attacks, both right-handed and left-handed. So as always, what we're going to do, every time, I swear, you guys will, eventually you'll get tired of this. What we're going to do is you keep the right leg in front when you're attacking with the right, and you'll keep your left leg in front when you're attacking with the left. So for right now, what I want to do is we're going to start with the right stick. Both sticks are going to be up. You're going to come down with your number 1. So again, number 1 is this perfect 45-degree angle. Watch, I'm going all the way out. I don't want to cut it short. I don't want to extend. I don't want to come vertical. Nice and flat at that 45. So this is our number 1. Number 2 is going to be the reverse. Number 3 is going to come up. Now remember, on number 3, watch how I've really inverted this hand so that way the pinky is leading on the attack. So again, here's my number 1. There's my number 2. Here's my number 3. Down and across for number 4. And then a belly jab for number 5. So from the side, 1, 2, good. Make sure you watch this. So this is important. I'm not here or here. This is cutting through as if you had a sword. There's number 3. Come back down with your number 4. Belly poke 5. Now the way that I want you guys to drill this right and left-handed is I'm going to start with my right leg in front. I'm going to go 1. Again, focusing on my speed being slow and the angles being good. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step up with my left. Step back with my right. Come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very slow, very fluid. Again, I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up with the left, back with the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up with the right, back with the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you guys to focus on the first 5, so 1 through 5, switching between the right and the left. And again, just like we did the last time, I want you to go at your own pace. So don't worry about going for a specific amount of time. I want you to focus until you feel like those angles are perfect. Once you have that, you're going to go ahead and press play, and we'll move on to the next set. All right, guys? Have at it. All right, good. So now you've got the first 5, hopefully really, really well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the next 5. So we're going to do 6 through 10. There we go. Look at that. That was my good counting. So right leg forward, left leg back, just as before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do this 2 separate ways. The first way is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rotate, pull 9, come across the legs 10, step up, step back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rotate 9, come back across 10. The second way that we're going to do this is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, back, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up, back, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The reason that I want you guys to break it up into 2 different variations is because a lot of the times when we focus on something that starts at like a number, like number 1, and then goes all the way through another number, we have a tendency to forget the individual steps themselves, and we kind of just mush them together. So both of these variations are going to give us the entirety of it. So 1 through, at this point, it'll be 1 through 10. And then the other way is going to give us the individual. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 through 10. That way you're actually getting to understand each angle by itself, as opposed to if I were to call out like angle 7, you'd be like, oh, there's 7, right? What I want you to be able to do is be here and be like, oh, angle 8. Oh, angle 8 is an outward jab that comes in and goes to the sternum. Whatever angle, whatever number it is, if you understand what it is, that when we start running through, especially later in the class when we go through doblete, it'll be a lot easier for you to recall what angle we're doing, as opposed to you having to be like, okay, number 11. And then you have to run through the first 10 in order to get to it, okay? So again, just like before, what I want you to do is run through this at your own pace. Once you feel comfortable that you've got the first 5 good and then the second 5 good, then go ahead and press play and move on to the next set. All right, guys? Have at it. All right, so the last 5, so 11 through 15, we're gonna work it the exact same way that we did 1 through 5 and then 6 through 10. We're gonna do it both ways. So the first way, right leg forward, left leg back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, jab to the sternum. 8, rotate. 9, across the leg. 10, now remember on number 11, 11 comes across. We pull back to the eye, so here's 11. 12 to the eye, rotate. 13 to the other eye. Now 14 starts over. I'm going to come straight down, rotate in front of my body. 15, I step back, and then I come forward. And again, step up, step back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rotate. 9, 10, 11, pull it to the eye. 12, rotate. 13, 14 in front. 15, step back. Now the second version, step up, step back, is going to be starting at number 11. So 11, pull, I'm sorry, it starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step, step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step, step, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, step, step, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, step, step, and then 11. 11, pull, 12, 13, 14, and 15, step, step, 11, pull, 12, 13, 14 in front, 15, step back. Now I'm going to show you from the front so that way you get a good kind of like front angle as opposed to a side one. Starting with our right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, pull, 12, 13, watch, 14 comes straight down in front, step back, there's number 15. Step up, step back, left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rotate, 9, 10, 11, pull, 12, 13, 14 is straight down and rotates it in front. Step back for your number 15 and then forward. So again, just like we've done for the last 2 rotations, work the first 5, then switch, second 5, switch, then the last 5, so 1 through 15. And then the second time that you're going to do it is you're going to rotate all 15 straight through. So 1 through 15, you'll switch right hand, left hand, and then you'll go back to the 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And again, practice this until you feel really confident. When you feel like you've got it down, go ahead and press play. We'll move on to the next piece. All right, guys, have at it. All right, good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our sticks and we're going to let go of one of them. I just hit my camera. So we're going to work the first 15 angles of doblete with just the one stick and just on the right side. Okay, we're not going to be doing the switching back and forth like we were doing with the traditional angles. I want us to focus on being really nice and slow with the angles in doblete. So I'm going to face you guys the whole time and I'm going to mirror you. So this will be my right leg, this will be my left leg, here's my right hand, here's my left hand. So you guys facing me, everything's the same. So we're going to start left hand on guard in front of our chest. We're gonna come down with a number 1. Now this is what I was talking about before with understanding the individual angles. Here's 1, it's followed by 11. So I'm gonna circle, and then I'm gonna do my number 11, and then I'm stopping here at my side. Okay, so from the side, 1, circle in front, 11. Now if you notice, at no point, and we've talked about this quite a bit, at no point does the stick come behind me. It stays in front the whole time. 1, 11. The only time it's behind me is after I'm done and I'm moving on from one angle to the next angle. As I'm doing the combination, you're not going to see me go 1 behind 11. You'll see 1 in front 11, and then as I'm awaiting number 2, I can have it behind me. So let's go. Left hand on guard, right leg forward, right hand. So 1, 11, 2, 4. Let me scooch back, give you a better angle on that one. So 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, big rotation, number 10. So from the side, 1, 11, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 10. Again, 1, 11, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 10. Very good. So you guys are going to practice that for a minute. Just the first 4. Have at it. When you feel like you're ready for the next set of 4, what I want you to do is press play. And again, I want you to be practicing this both right and left-handed. If you have 2 sticks, it's pretty easy. You'll get through number 4 and then 10, and then you'll switch, and then you'll go 1, 11, 2, 4, and you'll just keep rotating. If you only have the 1, and I would prefer it if you did, it'll make you go slower, and it'll make you a little bit more aware of where you keep that other hand. So, when again, try it at your own pace. When you feel ready, let's move on, okay? Have at it. All right, so let's move on, okay? So, 1, 11, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 10. 5. I'm going to rotate over, come back with a number 7. So again, 5, pull it over, 7, 6, 1, 7, 4, 8, rotate with like almost like an abanico, 1. So from the side, 1, 11, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 10, 5. It's going to rotate over, and I'm going to come back flat and across for my number 7. 6, again, parallel to the ground. 6, 1, 7, 4, 8 to the sternum. And now watch. Rotate into that abanico, as opposed to you going 8, big circle around a club. I'm going to hit with my 8, and I'm going to turn that into a flick to the eye. So 1, 11, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 10, 5, 7, 6, 1, 7, 4, 8, 1. Again, try that right-handed and left-handed. And as we did it with the 15 angles before, try doing it 1 through 4, stopping, 1 through 4 on the other side, and then 1 through 8, other side, 1 through 8. Again, the more we can get these individualized in our own mind, the better it's going to be. Should we start to get into like stick sparring, you're not going to be stuck trying to remember what pattern you want to get into. So try 1 through 4, switch to the other side, 1 through 8, switch to the other side. When you guys are ready, press play again, and we'll move on to the next set. All right, have at it. All right, so let's move on. So the next 4. So we're going to go 1, 11, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 10, 5, 7, 6, 1, 7, 4, 8, 1. Now watch. After I do my 8, 1, pull it to my shoulder. 9. Let me scooch back. 9, 4, all the way around. 10, 4. Now that's really important. So 8, 1, everybody's got that. Pull that. 9, 4, 10. So watch. This is going to be a little bit difficult. So here's 9. There's 4, all the way around flat to the ground. So when I go from 4 to 10 and then back to 4, I want to make sure I've got 45 parallel to the ground and then 45 again. 8, 1, pull, 9, here's that 45. all the way around, parallel to the ground. Here's 10. There's my number 4 again. So make sure it's 45, flat to the ground, 45. So 9, 4, 10, 4, 11, hit with my 1, pull. So just like before when we did our number 11, we have the pull, we have the same pull, but it's at the end of the combination. So 11, 1, pull, 12 to the eye, Abanico strike. So again, I have that eye flick. So here's 11, there's my eye flick, there's pull, so that's 11. Here's number 12, rotate, flick. So we've got all the way up to number 12 now. You're gonna go first through the 1 through 4, switch your stance, and then you're gonna go 1 through 12, switch your stance. Again, when you feel comfortable, move on to the next piece in the video, and we'll move on for the end, the last 3 pieces. All right, guys, have at it, enjoy. All right, guys, we're moving on to the last 3 angles. So I'm gonna face you guys, and I'm gonna do each one nice and slow. So 1, 11, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 10, 5, 7, 6, 1, 7, 4, 8, 1, pull, 9, 4, again, 10, watch it goes flat, 10, 4, 11, 1, pull, 12, 1. Now for 13, I'm gonna pull at the end of my 1, 13, 4. Now this is where 14 and 15 are different than when we do them by themselves. So 13, 4, 14. Now before, my 14 would come in front. Now my 14 is gonna go to the outside, and I'm gonna come back with my number 1. My 15 is gonna come in front, and then I'm gonna come across with my number 4. So 14 and 15 flip-flop. So 12, 1, 13, 4, 14, 1, 15, 4. So from the side, 12, 1, 13, 4, 14 to the outside, 1, 15, 4. So again, go really slow. Those are the last 3 of our doblete. Practice all of them on your right side, practice all of them on your left side. Work 1 through 4, then 5 through 8. 5 through 8, 5, 7, yeah. Practice them all. You guys know what I'm saying. Pick them up, nice and slow, each piece of it, and then finish it off nice and slow. Again, it helps sometimes if you do it in front of 1, your phone, or 2, a mirror. What I want you to focus on, for instance, if I was doing a left-handed number 1, that's not my number 1. It might start high and end low, but a real one would come through, and mine just kind of cuts and then scoops. I want to make sure that these angles are really clean, because eventually what we'll get into is when we start doing our flicks and then our double angles, those kinds of things, they're really, really not important. They're imperative to have good angles. If you don't have a good angle, they're not going to make any sense. It would be as if I was telling you to do like a good front knuckle punch to the nose, and you were like, oh yeah, that makes, and then you punch over there. The technique or the combination won't work if you don't have the angles well. So you guys have the 15 angles, and you've got the 15 angles with doblete, so that's an extra strike. I want you to practice nice and slow, again, at your own pace. This video is going to be up for a really long time, so you guys get all the time in the world to stop it and review where you've got a question. If you have any questions, you guys, as always, can reach out to me. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Now, you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week. All right, guys. Bye.